What is going on YouTube? So today we're going to be installing something on the E46 that I've been waiting for. Anyone who's been an OG to the channel knows that I've always been talking about the one mod that I think will complete this car, and that is a CSL Trunk. So I'm going to flash up some pictures of the trunk now. I was able to obtain what I think is an ECS Tuning carbon fiber trunk. Already paint matched, so that's perfect. They came up for sale locally, so I had to jump on it. So only bad side is it's clearly for a pre-LCI E46 because it has the short trunk handle, but I was able to obtain a used trunk handle and get it painted, so should be good there. I'm not anticipating that this will go well, but first things first, obviously we gotta take off the trunk, so let's get to that. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick voiceover here, but essentially the first step would be to remove the trunk lining. So it's held in by a lot of these plastic clips, so I'm just working my way, trying to remove all of them. Some of them gave me the hardest time. You can see me working at the top left one up there. I don't know, I think I spent like 5 minutes trying to remove that top left one, only to then discover that I missed 2 of them. So finally figured out that I missed 2 clips, so again, trying to remove those, giving me a hard time as per usual, but eventually, after a quick wardrobe change because it was fucking hot, managed to get the trunk lining off. So with the trunk lining off, I'm just working my way removing the wiring, but trying to stay organized. This is labeling all the plugs that I ended up taking out. Once everything was unplugged, just ended up fishing everything out of the trunk, and the trunk was ready to be removed. Alright, sorry I didn't bring you along for the actual trunk removal. I needed my wife's help and she didn't want to be on camera. So obviously here is the old trunk, and then we have the new CSL trunk here. Now obviously this one is kind of dirty. Got caught in the rain, didn't wash it. Didn't feel like washing it, so there's that. So now that we have the trunk removed, I'm gonna have to transfer over a bunch of stuff. Handle, tail lights, trunk release. This one is actually from ECS Tuning, so it's for the pre-facelift one. So I had to get a pre-facelift trunk handle, get it painted. So I'm gonna transfer all that over, and then I'll catch up with you guys when it's all done. For you, it'll be done right about. Alright, we are done here, boys and girls. I've transferred everything except for the license plate. We can do that later, but my god, man, I didn't think that would be such a pain in the ass. So everything's all buttoned up, transferred everything. Honestly, the hardest part was transferring over the lock. So we're gonna throw this on the car, see how it looks. I'm curious to see how it's gonna look with the LCI handle, sorry, pre-LCI handle. You know, if I had it my way, it would be more honest to the original CSL trunk that didn't have the handle, but this was too good of a deal to pass up. Painted carbon black already, and I ceramic coated it. So anyway, enough rambling. Let's throw this on and see how it looks. So didn't really bring you along when I put the trunk back on. Again, I needed my wife's help and she didn't want to be on camera, so it is what it is. But essentially the hardest part to putting it back on was fishing the harness up through the trunk. I read online that a very useful tip was to use like grass cutting wire to go up through the trunk first. So that's what I did at the beginning with the pink wire, and that worked great. I was able to get the harness through. Once the harness was through, it was just a matter of plugging everything back in. Thank God I labeled the plugs at the beginning because they all looked alike, to be honest, so I could have easily got them confused. But yeah, with it being labeled, everything, plugging everything back in was a breeze. Alright folks, well there you have it. This is what it looks like with closed for the first time. So I do have to do a little bit of adjustments, but it's not the best fitting, but it's also not the worst fitting trunk. So I'm gonna do my adjustments, clean this up. You probably can see like a lot of fingerprints and shit on it, but I'll clean it up, get it outside, do a proper walk around so you guys can see what it looks like, and yeah. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to the adjustments. It's gonna take a while, but we'll see how it looks.
One eternity later.
Alright, as promised, washed up the car to get all the fingerprints off the trunk, but here is the end result. Honestly, paint match is great. I'm okay with the fitment. Fitment could have been better, but for the brand ECS Tuning, I know you sometimes are hit and miss with the fitment, but honestly, this is what the car has been missing for the longest time, is the CSL trunk, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you guys think. Love to hear your opinions on it. That's all for this video, guys. Quick install of the CSL trunk. Wasn't that quick after all. It took me about a day and a half. Honestly, it was the adjustments, getting it about as good as I can get it. I mean, I'm no body shop expert, but did the best I could. I think I got the fitment pretty dialed. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And the only other thing I'm debating is, do I stay badgeless or do I throw my M3 badge on there? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.